Hello Aries, welcome back to Carnelian Moon. I'm Lisa. We are here to do your birthday readings as it is your birthday month. A couple of things before I start. We have one space left for personal reading in April. So if you are interested in a personal reading, please use the email in the link in the description box below. Bear in mind, energies can go one way or the other. These are going to be general readings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3, 4, maybe 5 different readings. I'm going to try and connect to as many different areas as I can and see what we've got for you over your birthdays. Okay. Did I say bear in mind, energies can go one way or the other? If I say he, maybe she, take it as it fits to you. The cards are basically transgender. All right, my lovelies. So without further ado, we'll get started. What I've done is I've got the Gilded Tarot here. I will start with them. I will clarify with my new Seraphina Tarot deck. And then I will pull you a Romancing Angels card. Just one, so you can have a look and see where you feel your love life might be at. Or, you know, what the person thinks, what you think. I'm sure you've all seen that deck before. Alright, so let's see what we've got for you to start with, my lovelies. Okay, let's see who we're connecting to first. Oh, new truth. We're going to hear some truth, new clarity of thinking, a new mental start. Not a bad start for your birthday year. Just checking where the dog is, because as he's done now, he's parked his little bum blessing right behind my chair. So if I drop a card, I have to make sure I don't go back onto him. Love him. Love him. So what have some of you guys been doing for your birthday? I'd love to hear. Oh, you can follow us on Instagram as well. That's the other thing I meant to tell you. On Instagram, if you've got like a bit of an emergency and you need a quick reading or a little bit of guidance along them lines, as long as you're following us on Instagram under Carnelian Moon, not under, it's Carnelian Moon on Instagram, you can direct message us on there and one of us will get back to you as quickly as we can. Obviously, you can specify if you would like me or Joe to do the reading for you, whatever you choose to start. And we will help you out. Someone's being sluggish. Someone is being sluggish. Thank you. Okay, so there's some. Oh, I didn't realise my chair went back that far. Yeah, someone is. This new truth that's coming your way, or it may possibly be a secret being revealed, because there's going to be someone who is going to have to emotionally turn their back, or will emotionally turn their back once this truth comes to light. Okay, what else have we got? Right, Aries, please. Come on, give me for the Aries we're connecting with. Give me, thank you. Yeah, because we've just all got a bit bored with this situation. A little bored. Not really interested anymore. And then something else comes to light and it's like, yeah, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. I think maybe that one. Yeah, new paths ahead. Some of you are definitely leaving some sort of situation where it wasn't really rocking your boat anyway, to be honest. Wasn't really rocking your boat, but something else has come to light. Something else has come up to the forefront. And now you're like, yeah, well, I was bored anyway, so I'm just going to head off in a new direction, okay? And you're trying to work out what direction it is you wish to be heading off in. Let's get some clarifiers for this, okay, my darlings? Because, look, here we are, making a choice. What way do we go? What way do we go? This is an offer coming in, you know, but as you can tell by this person, they're not overly interested. They're not exactly reaching back for it or anything like that. So, you know, it is a sign of like boredom and discontentment, so to speak. And here we are, look, emotionally turning our back, heading off again, like I said, in a new direction. A new direction. Here's your truth or clarity that's coming in. Something truthful, or something comes to light. Something that you may not have been aware of. Or it may just be you. You may think, you know, the situation may have had so many emotional up and downs that your brain has kicked in now and said, said to your heart, it's not worth it. What he's putting you through, it's not worth. Let's get away from this, you know, because this can be a whole new way of thinking. Like I said, your brain may be finally overtaking your heart. Okay, I'll put that there. We've got maybe, okay? But maybe cards are ones that come out before I ask questions. So what I do is I'll mentally ask the question. Sometimes I just ask it in my head. But if they come out before I've actually asked, I put it up there as a maybe, because it'll be a message for someone in particular, or it might be a maybe or a possible outcome to the situation we're discussing. All right? And they get read at the end now, because I was sort of half reading them in between. It was getting so confusing, especially for this little old blonde. So, all right, can we clarify this Ace of Swords, please, my darlings? Clarify this Ace of Swords for me, for our Aries. It's their birthday. It's their birthday. What have we got for our Aries? That's a lot. I couldn't lose any. Just one or two would be great, thanks, to clarify. One or two, please, to clarify this Ace of Swords, that one. Things are changing. Like I said, look, we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. Seasons are changing. The clock is moving, you know, it's time to change. Sorry, my articulation has just gone straight out the window. It will kick back in a minute. There we go. What's the other one? Yeah, because I think this news that comes to you is someone hasn't been given the full picture. There's been a little bit of lying going on here or something like that. And I think, like I said, your brain has just kicked in now and said to your heart, this isn't worth it anymore. This isn't what we signed up for. And I know you really care for them, or you know, you may emotionally really care for them, but your brain is now telling you, we've got to turn our back on this. We have got to turn our back on this. It's not what you want. It's not what you deserve. It bores you most of the time. You know, let's get moving. Let's find a new path to go out on. That's where we're at. Okay, can you clarify this Eight of Cups for me, please? Oh, you jumped. Yeah, again, I've got another secrets card. You know, the moon can also clarify secrets. And again, like I said, especially with this one being here as well, you know, it's letting me know that you're having to emotionally turn your back because of secrets. Secrets that have come to light. Maybe you're keeping some secrets. You know more than I do. Clarify this Four of Cups for me, please. Clarify this Four of Cups for me, please. Definitely some sort of secrets going on, but your brain is like I said, your brain is taking over now. It's time to move past it. These lies have probably, I feel, having the wheel here, these lies have been growing and growing, and for ages you've been going, just one more thing to tilt it round, just one. It's like you've always been waiting, like each chance you've given them has been a second on the second hand. You know what I mean? And you were like, right, when we get from the 12 and it's round to the 12 again, or something along them lines, or it's 20 past, or whatever, the second hand hits 20 past, that's it, I'm done. And you know, they've done another one and it has just tilted that round again and again, and you're like, that's it. That's as far as I was prepared to allow that to tilt or travel round, and now that's it. That is it. Clarify that one. Some of you may have been dealing with an Aries. And I feel it was someone that in the past you may have looked up to, but I feel with what's transpired here, you know, and like the secrets that have come out and things like that, because this is also about choosing a path as well, by the way, which also helps clarify this one where you're choosing the path, okay? And it can sometimes feel a bit like a Devil in the Deep Blue Sea card. You know, like, what, this way or this way, that, you know, both look kind of good, both equally bad. What do I do? Do you know what I mean? So, but it is also, like I said, about secrets. And I feel you're emotionally having to turn your back because you've lost respect for this person. This person you did see in high regard when they were first presented to you, because you can see we've got something being presented in this card, even though they're bored, you've got something being presented. And when they were first presented to you, they were the big kahuna. Not the biggest kahuna, but they were very, very important to you. very, very important to you. You looked up to them. You did look up to them, but I think the lies and that has just been diminishing them further and further down the scale, you know. And I mean, and this reaction here of, like, you know, where we look up to someone when we, because we're all guilty of putting someone on a pedestal at some time or another. Okay, all of it, even me. Sometimes I'll still do it because I'm a tit. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know, when we put someone up on a pedestal, you know, it's because we like them so much, and because sometimes we have our perceptions of what they're like, and it's because our emotions take us over. There is something in them that sparks a chemical reaction, and our emotions, well, that's a maybe, okay, our emotions just take over. And it's not our fault, it's not their fault, it really is. If you look at it scientifically, you know, something sparks something in us, and it is a chemical reaction. And that's what has us feeling like that. But there's normally a lesson to be learned there somewhere, you know. And I feel with this secret coming out, and you know, this also being about a new way of thinking, you know, a new way of forming mental clarity, a new way of dealing with things mentally. You know, I feel the lesson has been learned. I feel the lesson has been learned. So this isn't a bad thing at all. At all. I don't see you being upset or devastated here, to be honest. I'm not saying that you're not, I'm not saying it's easy to emotionally walk away from something. I mean, you know how much time you've invested into this. And I'm not saying it's easy to walk away, but I don't see you heartbroken or in floods of tears or anything like that. So I feel that there's probably more a level of disappointment here, because they have drastically tumbled from how you originally saw them, and it's more a level of disappointment. And sometimes when things like that happen as well, we question our own judgment. I wouldn't if I were you, because like I said, this is a perfectly, to see someone like that when you're in that, when you get caught up in that, you know, is perfectly natural. Like I said, everyone has done it. And if they say they haven't, they're lying. They're absolutely lying, because everyone has done it. Everyone has put someone on a pedestal at some time or another, or at least in higher regard than they possibly deserve to be in. Everyone's done it. Someone's probably done it with you. And then we question our own judgment, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't, because I don't see any reason as to why you should here. It's just normal. It's just life. Okay, can we qualify, really? Clarify this Two of Wands, please. Clarify this Two of Wands, please. Okay. Yeah. This, I think this, okay, because I've got like the Nine of Cups here, the Wish card. So you are definitely, by going off on a new path, heading more towards your emotional fulfillment, okay? Because obviously the Nine of Cups is very, very close to the Ten of Cups, which is complete emotional fulfillment. And also, look, we've gone from the Eight of Cups, where you've emotionally turned your back, and now in your reading we've got the Nine of Cups. So your emotions are improving. It is definitely getting better. And with this one, you're only one step away from your Ten of Cups. And also, I feel here you need to congratulate yourself on what you have emotionally managed to achieve by walking away from this situation. You need to be aware of that and congratulate yourself on that. And I also feel for some of you, you have just been waiting for this final turn of the wheel from the last lie, the last straw on the camel's back. You've been wishing and hoping for that, maybe to give you the oomph to actually head off towards this new path, my darlings. But it's all good, because like I said, your emotions are getting stronger and stronger. Without a doubt, your emotions are getting stronger and stronger. And look, there we are again with the new beginning. On the bottom, we got the Ace of Swords again. New mental clarity. New mental beginning. The truth. Also stands for just the truth. Once you've started on your new path, and your emotional happiness, your emotional well-being is getting better once you've hit off on your new path, because you're no longer seeing this person as something they're not, should we put. You got the truth. You're then following your true path. Your true path is coming. The lessons learned. The mental stability has returned, if there was any mental instability. I can't see that here, but I'm just saying if there was. That's good. It's good. Let's see what your maybes were. Your maybes were some message that could possibly make you feel tired. But this trapped and this mental energy is in your own head. It's a prison of your own making. And I feel for some of you, you may get this for a split second when this truth or this this news that you didn't know comes in, and it's the lying again, deceiving again. And as soon as that comes in, your first reaction from this message, this news, this message is, holy shit, fuck, what do I do now? And you get yourself, but you will quickly, very quickly get out of that. Realise that you need to move on. Realise that you need to pick a new path. Realise that you need to emotionally turn your back. Choose a new road. Choose a new direction. Keep going one step at a time. One step at a time. Because the secret's out now. The secret is out. These two together, the secret is out. Oh, hello. The secret is out. And you weren't really happy in it anyway. You weren't really happy in it anyway. You were quite bored. Because they weren't living up to. This could even be not living up to what you deserve to have in a relationship. Looks like they were gonna come in like, you know, an empress. If they're male emperor, but looks like they were gonna come in like that. Looks like they were all that. Turns out they weren't. Or they just weren't living up to the standards that you so rightly deserve. But like I said, it's all good because it comes out with your emotions getting better and better. Your emotional stability getting much better. Your happiness getting much better. You're almost away from a perfect 10. You're one step away from a perfect 10. And it's all to do with this new true path you'll be on. Good, Aries. It's not bad, that's all good. We have to have these dips and these little issues, so to speak, or issues, little or big, in order to know when things are going well. I didn't do your romancing angel one, did I? I forgot. I found that girl. Talking about me, obviously. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. But can I shuffle at least? You are attracted. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So yes, when you're when you're starting on your new Ace of Swords path, and you've got that emotional stability, you know, like I said, you're almost at the 10. So you are going to be coming across as much more emotionally stable. You're going to be coming across as clearer in your thoughts, clearer with your own mental energies and things like that. So yes, you know, you are going to be attracting moths to the flame. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. Can I have one more? Because that one kind of slipped out by itself. So give me one more, please. One more message or news. That one. Time to disconnect from the world. Like we were saying at the beginning of that. Some of you may feel that you put yourself into a like a mental prison. A mental prison. Fine, there's no problem with going in there for a second or two. Don't live in there. Don't live in there. All right, my darlings? You'll be fine. I've got no doubt you'll be fine. No doubt whatsoever. Plus your Aries. Why wouldn't you be fine? Tough as old boots. Tough as old boots. Right. Let's move on to the next Aries energy I connect with, please, and see what we can get for them. For their birthday. Thank you. You're arguing with me today, cards, aren't you? You've got someone, I'm connecting with some Aries now who has got someone around them who is being a bit contrary at the moment. It's like if you say the sky's blue, they'll turn around and say it isn't, even if it is. I don't want to say it's I mean, it's a little argumentative, but it's more, for some reason, they just don't want to agree with anything you you say or you feel or you think. For some reason, they just really wish to be rather disagreeable with you at the moment. It's almost like, I feel it's like they're trying to punish you for something. I'm not saying you've done anything wrong. I'm saying it's like they're trying to punish you for something, but this is something that's going on here with them. There's something going on around here. Now, whether this is anxiousness or whether it's some sort of health issue, but there's something going on around here. So let's say from the upper stomach, not the bowels, but upper stomach to about, well, to the neck. This area of the body, there is something going on. And this has them feeling quite fearful, and this has made them quite contrary, because the reason they're being quite contrary at the moment is because they're desperately trying to find something they control, because they feel they can't control this issue that's going on here. Interesting. So that's why they're being contrary with you. So if any of you are dealing with someone who's being quite contrary at the moment and not 100% in health, that's why. Because they feel they've got no control over this health issue. Whatever it is, I can't tell you what it is, but it's definitely in this area. So saying where the navel is, yeah, so roughly where the navel, from where the navel is to sort of like just below the chin, this part of the body, navel to chin. And it's something, the front part of the body, it's not the spine. I don't feel it's the spine. No, it's not the spine. That could be throat, upper respiratory, lungs, heart, or just severe anxiety. That's severe. Hernia. It's something around there. But it's worrying them, it's making them a little bit nervous, and this is why they're being quite contrary with you. They could be older as well. You could be talking about a parent or an older sibling or an aunt, something like uncle, something along them lines. But yeah, they're being somewhat contrary at the moment, but it's fear that's making them like that. Please don't take it to heart. Please don't take it to heart. Like that one, okay. Okay, so one of you have got someone lying, not telling the full story. Got betrayal. This is not a nice birthday week, is it? Okay, we've got some sort of betrayal. That one, okay. We've got some sort of betrayal going on. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign. Your air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Oh, okay. Quarrels. Wow. So we have got lies, being betrayed, stabbed in the back, someone not, giving you the full SP up front, someone creeping up on you from behind. We've got quarrels and fights, and it could be a earth sign that this is going on with. Aries. Your earth signs are Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I feel it's a child, someone younger than you. Someone younger than you, but look, here we are, look. If there's like lies, deceit, theft, things like that, taking what's not theirs, looking over his shoulder, oh, can I fit any more in my arms? Well, no, not really. Oh, I'll leave them little bits. Then, they're not shiny anyway. I'll leave them ones there. Here we are, 10 swords coming straight into the back. And someone could see it coming. I don't know, I just felt I should say that. Here we are, look, vowing, conflict, arguing. There's arguments going on. Let's see what we can find out for you about this. So we get a little outcome for it. And here we go. I mean, it could be to do with work, but I do feel it's someone younger than you, my lovelies. Or someone who is, if it's not an earth sign, like I said, you're Capricorn, Taurus, or you're Virgo, and it's not to do with work, then it's someone who is very slow to get going. Very, very slow to get going. It may be we are arguing with them about getting a job. It could even be that. And they may have said to you, yeah, I've got one, or yeah, I've got interviews and blah, blah, and they've not turned up to an interview, or there hasn't actually been any interviews. You know, and you might find your purse or your wallet is getting a bit light, and you're like, oh, I must have spent more than I realised. But yeah, something along those lines, my lovely. Something along those lines. I just saw a flash of two aces. That can sometimes mean a new home, or a love affair or partnerships. So if some of you are in a business partnership with someone, it could be that they've done you wrong. Just saying, because I just saw a flash of the aces. Okay, I will do. Okay. Can we clarify this Seven of Swords, please, for the Aries I'm currently connecting with? Can we clarify this Seven of Swords, please? That's a lot, my darling. Can we clarify this Seven of Swords, please, for the Aries? Which one? That one. Right. The reason this person has been stealing is because they're feeling trapped. They are feeling trapped, and whatever they're stealing for, or whatever it is they're taking this money for, or they're lying for, is to bring them some sort of happiness. Now, I know this sounds really, really bizarre. Okay, bear with me as I try and articulate it further. I feel it may be that they've got a habit or something along them lines, or they're not coping well with something within themselves, okay, probably mentally, or like I said, it could be health-wise or something like that. They're not dealing with it, and in order to sort of stop the world and get off, again, it's a bit like what I said earlier with the person that feels ill. They're trying to do something where they feel they're in control, because at the moment they feel trapped. And while they feel trapped, because they've got, look, this is very much a moving card, but it's in reverse. While they're feeling trapped, while they're feeling they can't go anywhere, that they probably feel like they're in a proper little box. While they feel they can't do that, they've got to create these dramas. They've got to create these arguments. They've got to create this backstabbing, like talking behind people's backs sort of thing. You know, they've got to create this drama in order for them, because it's the only thing that's bringing them happiness at the moment, because it's the only thing they can control. Obviously, it's a false happiness, but it is the only thing that's bringing them happiness at the moment, because it's the only thing they can control. All right, let's clarify this Ten of Swords, please. Can you clarify this Ten of Swords, please? That one. Yeah, again, see, we got the Ten of Cups here. This is emotion. The Ten of Cups is clarifying the Ten of Swords. When these two come out together to me, the only thing I can really say is for me, this kind of screams sort of bipolar. You know, like mega happy. You know, as happy and as emotionally fulfilled as I can be. Oh my God, I'm on the floor. I've been stabbed in the back. Everyone hates me. I can't cope. I can't get up. I'm too weighed under by the pressure of everything. Yay, I'm happy. I love everyone. Let's go out and party. You see? So this person is like I said, they feel trapped. They feel they can't move. And the only way they feel they can get a bit of sunshine in their life, even though, you know, the only way they feel that, this is the Sun card, this is actually the happiest card in the deck, and the only way they feel they can achieve this in any shape or form is to create these dramas, and it's because they are not coping mentally themselves at the moment. So we've got the deception, we've got the lies, we've got the cheats, we've got the creating of arguments. Like I said, I do feel it's someone who could be younger than you, or someone or an earth energy, or someone you know from work. Might be something to do with work, might be a situation going on in work. But this behaviour, whether they're older than you or not, is quite childish in the fact of the sort of mentality of it, you know, creating drama so that you feel you're in control of something. I mean, I get it, but that should be an issue that someone should try and work through, because I feel they know they're doing it. I feel they know they're doing it, but I must have control, and I've got no control at the moment. So this is what I'm going to do in order to feel I've got some control. So it is an insecurity thing, but it is something that could be addressed. Maybe it's you that is going to have to come forward and address it. Can we clarify this Five of Wands for me, please? Clarify this Five of Wands for me, please. What one? Okay. Yeah, someone's all in their head. They've made this mental prison for themselves because, like I said, they're trapped. They're not going anywhere. But I think a lot of the reason they're not going anywhere or moving forward in any shape or form is because they've mentally put themselves in some sort of prison for some sort of situation, through whatever situation. It's a shame. I feel for them. I won't lie, I do feel for them. I do feel for them. Can I clarify this Page of Pentacles, please? Yep, come on, my lovelies. Can we clarify this Page of Pentacles, please? Clarify this Page of Pentacles. Which one? This one? Okay. Yeah, there's a lesson to be learned. I mean, we've got the Hierophant here. This card represents like marriage and tradition and stuff like that. But it's also about teaching. It's also about teaching. And this is also another earth sign card. So we've got this is represented by Taurus. And as I said, we've got this card here which represents Capricorn, Virgo and Taurus. So you could very well be dealing with a Taurus. It may just be letting you know that the person you're dealing with is Taurian. Let's see if I can just get a outcome. I'll just give them a quick shuffle and I'll cut and see if it just give us a... See if I can get one more message for you regarding this situation. Just a quick look. And then I'll do your romancing angel cards, my lovelies. Right, some of you don't want romancing angel cards, right? Sorry, hang on a sec. There's tons of cards, so I'm not going to read them as part of it. Let's put them back in. Are you okay, son? Were you making dinner? Okay. Pasta? Sausage rolls? Yes. Okay. Okay, can I have one more message, please, for our Aries here in this situation? Oh, okay. Strength. Like I said, you've got to be someone's strength here. You're going to have to be the teacher. Could be dealing with a Leo, but I feel it's you that is going to have to be strong for this one. Like I said, because they're trapped, they're not going anywhere. And the only way they feel they can have any sort of control, they're up and down, up and down. They're like I said, bipolar. It reminds me of bipolar. I'm not going to lie. Not that I'm a doctor, I don't. But this is why they're creating all these dramas, because it's the only way they feel they have any control. It's the only thing that makes them smile at the moment. But it's because they are trapped in this mental energy. They just can't look. They can't see any way out. They're bound. They can't see any way out. They're blindfolded. They're surrounded. If they move, they could get cut. There's fear here as well. There's a lot of fear here, guys. But you're there to be their strength. And you're strong enough to do that, Aries, I've no doubt. No doubt at all. Yeah, there's heartbreak involved in this. Look, could be breaking your heart to see them this way. But you're the strength enough to also feel you're going to be the teacher in this situation, my lovelies. Like I said, you're strong enough to do it. I know without even seeing that card, you're an Aries. I know you're strong enough to deal with that for them. Strong enough to help them through or deal with this situation. I have no doubt. Oh, I've got your romancing angels. Let's see. See where the love life's at for you, shall we? I'm just going to read exactly what it says to you, my darlings. Okay, can I have a card for this Aries, please? Can I have a card for this Aries? That one? Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I was reading that back to front, by the way, because letting the camera look back to front. Yes, this is your soulmate. I hope it's not your soulmate that's going through all this hard time, my lovelies. Really hope it isn't. But maybe the person you were thinking of while I was shuffling. Yes, they're your soulmate. So see, we have ended on a high. We have ended on a high. Okay, let's give all the cards a knock. And we'll move on to our next Aries. Ooh. And we'll go drink water. Oh, swallowing still hurts. Right. Okay. Let's see what we've got for you, my lovelies. Okay, what areas am I connecting to now? Who can I feel around me now? Who have we got? And Aries number 3. I'm sure that's not your name. I'm sure you'll be given a beautiful name like the sun. Or something along those lines. But Aries number 3 is what I've decided to call you. What have we got? The cards are moving a bit easier, so here we go. We're picking up on someone. Okay. Greenery, lots of greenery. I might be picking up with the Aries that lives out in the countryside. Seeing glamping. Maybe an Aries that has recently been glamping, she says, as a card that means completion or travel falls out. And I mean, like, you know, the big, like the big bell tents, you know, where you're going in, it's got like a laminate floor and it's got a double bed and it's got a stove in the corner and a sofa over here, and there's throws everywhere and bean bags and stuff like that, and bunting. It's that sort of thing I'm seeing. Seeing the fire, seeing a burnt steak. Someone burnt the steak. Alright, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Really burnt the steak. I mean, cremated the steak. Full on cremated the steak. Okay, some of you could have some communication coming in regarding travel. Some of you may have just completed some sort of situation or partnership or something like that, and there's communication coming back around. Let's see what else we've got for you, my lovelies. That steak is bad. I mean, that steak was so burnt, like if you'd have dropped it on the floor, it would have just almost shattered into dust. It was proper cremated. Oh, it was a little bit in the middle, but I think the flames were too high. Someone proper burnt the steak. Okay, let's see what else we've got for this Aries then, who knows about a burnt steak. Oh, I bet you are. Someone knew the burnt steak, is it? Someone is bringing news to you, either about travel or about something coming to an end. Now, endings aren't always bad. Sometimes some things have to come to an end. You know, the circle of life, so to speak. Someone who's bringing you news about a completion. It could be coming from quite a distance as well, this news. That someone is bringing you news, and I feel you've been half expecting this news. And get one more. Get one more, and then we'll get some clarifiers out for you, my lovelies. It could be something to do with work. Someone's been either juggling some situations with work, okay, and a bit of a boss person. It could, I feel for some of you, it could be news about a promotion. Maybe you and one or two other people have put in for a promotion, and this is the news you're expecting to come in. Because, you know, that would mean that the completion being the level you're at work at the moment because of a promotion. Let's clarify to see. Or some of you could be dealing, like I said, trying to juggle what's going on with you and juggle something with an earth sign. Your earth signs are Capricorn, Virgo and Taurus. But let's get some clarifications and see where we're at exactly. Definite news coming in though. And I do, like I said, I feel it's something you're expecting. Something you're, I don't want to say waiting on as such. You kind of are, but it's more you're expecting. Because I don't feel you've just plopped yourself in the chair and you're like, yeah, I'll just wait till someone says it. Or until the news arrives. I don't feel you've done that. I'm not saying you're not sitting down and watching telly occasionally and things like that. Yeah, you know, what I'm saying is you haven't put your life on hold for it. You still carried on doing your thing. I will. I am. Okay, can we clarify this world card for this Aries, please? That steak. I can't get that steak out of my face. How burnt it was. Okay, this completion may have been to do with a relationship that never quite got off the ground. Never quite got off the ground for some reason, because I've got the Ace of Cups here. So it may have been, you may have been dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer. But I'm wondering now if it ever really got off the ground, or this is about a love who, someone you're in a relationship where the relationship hasn't progressed any further at the moment because they live so far away, because there's a distance between you guys. And you're waiting to hear maybe if they're going to join you. Let's have a look. There's a maybe, because I haven't asked the question yet. Clarify the Eight of Wands for me, please. Clarify the Eight of Wands for me, please. That one? This one? Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is winning news that's coming your way. I've got the Six of Wands here. This is winning news. This is what you've been expecting. Like I said, it's what you've been expecting, and it's good news. Winning good news. This is good news coming your way regarding, from, like I said, from over a distance or with regards to work. But I honestly feel it's more to do with the person now, and it's the person who lives quite a distance from you. And your relationship never really, you might have met, it might have been holiday romance, where on the barbecue someone burnt steak. Because I can't let go of that burnt steak. Black and the nougat knocker. Yeah, so this is winning news. This is good news coming away, and it's coming in quick. It's coming in very, very quick. Clarify this King of Wands for me, please. Clarify this King of Wands for me, because I've got a King and Queen here sitting next to each other. That's the other thing that tells me we are very possibly speaking about a couple. But there's been things and issues that needed to be sorted out, readdressed, rebalanced and juggled with before we could actually move forward. But I feel you guys have got your ducks lined up now, and you're just waiting to hear that it's all go. That's what I feel. That is what I'm feeling from this. Can we clarify this King of Wands, please? You might want to go vegetarian though, because one of you can't cook steak to save your life. Just saying. Cheeky cow, see that, Lisa? She's a cheeky cow. Another queen. Queen of Cups. Woman who is emotionally stable. A woman who knows what love is, knows what she wants out of it. This is definitely a relationship. And this is definitely bringing your queen or your king to you. This is bringing them across the seas to you. I've no doubt now. Absolutely no doubt whatsoever. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles for me. I'll tell you what may have held it up. Because I've got two, because there's also two queens here. What may have held it up was gossiping. People opening their mouths where they shouldn't have been. Okay, that may be what has held it up. Some people being a little too opinionated with opinions that no one was interested in. This creates some confusion as to whether to actually come or not for your person that lives abroad. Also, this person that lives abroad, they're quite olivey. They've probably got like an olive complexion or quite a dark complexion, dark hair. Like Mediterranean or yeah, something along them lines. I'm feeling quite dark skinned. Lovely hair though, gorgeous. I think it's you that could back a bit. Is it you? No. Yeah, there is, yeah, and these. This gossiping, someone was just putting their oil in where it wasn't needed, and this has created. I think it's a cultural thing, because there's a slight cultural difference, and it was like, well, you know, if you go live over there, or if you go over there to be with them, you know, what happened? Well, to be fair, Brexit's going on, so anyone thinking, oh, I'll just go live in England at the moment, everyone's double guessing it and going, maybe not. Though it'll be fine, because us English always bounce back. Us British, I should say, always bounce back. We can handle anything over here. But yeah, I think that's where the confusion was, and it was like, well, hang on, how do we do this? If we follow this line of paperwork, then that can bring us this and that, and you know, so I think maybe this person that was gossiping and opening their mouth where they shouldn't, maybe there's a small possibility that they were trying to play the devil's advocate. Small possibility, but I think they were just trying to throw confusion in the mix in order to upset the apple cart, you know, make the work a little harder. That's what I feel. Clarify this two of, that's a lot, my lovelies. Clarify this Two of Pentacles for me, please. Clarify this Two of Pentacles for me, please. Clarify this Two of Pentacles, that one. Ten of Pentacles. Very, very stable, financially secure. But some of you have been juggling, trying to get them a job, or juggling with work, then that is definitely coming through. If this is about a relationship, like I believe it is going to be a very, very stable relationship once it gets here. Once it gets here, the juggling's done. We've worked out exactly what we're doing. We know how to do it. The confusion is over now, because we have gone from juggling, trying to work out what to do, which is the Two of Pentacles, boom, straight up to the Ten of Pentacles. Financial stability. And not just that, like I said, very, very stable. It's Earth energy. This represents Earth energy. Like I said, your Earth energies are Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. Okay, but they're very slow moving energies. This is the slowest energy in the in the deck, so to speak, and they have everything's on a very firm foundation. Very firm. Well, obviously they're Earth, you know, so very, very firm foundation. That's a really, really good sign, my lovelies. Really, really good sign. But the news is coming, and I feel they are coming, and it's good news, and I do feel they're coming over to you. And like I said, someone had been trying to put the mockers on it or play devil's advocate, but it created a bit of confusion, a bit of, how do we make this work? How do we make this work? I do feel there's a cultural difference. That's why this person was yakking away. But You just work it out. You work out. You get past the confusion. You work out how to make it balance. How to sort out the, oh, we've got these balls in the air. Where do we put them? You work it out. Like, hang on a minute. That one goes there. That one goes there. And you sort it out, and boom, there you are. There you are. Happy as Larry on your very firm foundation. Let's see what this maybe card was. See if it was for you. Got Justice card. Yeah, like I said, maybe to do with Brexit, maybe to do with like paperwork, visas, things like that, on how to get into the country. And that's where the confusion. What option do we go with? Do we go with a lawyer? Do we go with some sort of firm that deals in visas? You know, something along them lines. But it's done. It's sorted. And it's very, very stable. Once you juggle it all about, which you will do, and you will be successful in doing. Let's have a quick look at the romancing angels for you. Just going to pull one out, read it out. Think of who it is you wish to think of, or... Okay, one more. Yep. You do, my lovely. You see this here? That's Theo having another kid. You can't see it, but he's actually got his favourite blanket curled up with him. I think it's Theo. Okay. That one? That one? Okay. Time to take back control in your life. Free yourself. That makes sense to me, actually, because obviously the freeing yourself was to do with, and like taking back the control. That's the part I want to talk about. Taking back the control, because, you know, you had to probably sit and wait and get the paperwork sorted out, deal with people you didn't, you know, and if you hadn't have done that and your partner hadn't have done that, then that may not have transpired. It's time to take back control of your life. Let me get them on. Your love life is being affected by children. They may have children. You know. You know, my lovelies. All right, let's knock the cards. Let's do one more. One more Aries reading. I feel they need a good help today. Okay, let's connect to another Aries and see what we've got for them. Who am I feeling? Who am I feeling? Okay. Got someone being a bit shy and reserved. Someone being shy and reserved. Are you going to give me any more than that? We've got someone here. Now, it might be you, or it might be a person you're with or around or dealing with, who is being quite they're not really wanting to go out much at the moment. This is a shyness. It's not. They're quite. I think they're a natural introvert. They've got friends and they do socialise with their friends, but they're not one to be out all the time. I think they're much happier cuddled up on the sofa watching a film or something like that. Maybe just you and them, or even on their own. They're not fussed. Love a cup of tea or a coffee. Is that a coffee or a tea? Is that a coffee or a tea? Hello? Is that a coffee or a tea? That's a really milky coffee, by my standards. Rather milky coffee, because it looked tea coloured to me, but supposedly it's coffee. Okay. Yeah, they're quite happy to start them. Have a cup of... What are they watching? What are they watching? Okay, this person, I think that's The Notebook. Okay, this person has a bit of a, they're like Bridget Jones and The Notebook. Right, if you don't know what them films are, feel free to look them up. But yeah, they like curling up on the sofa with a cup of coffee that looks like tea. Don't care what anyone says. Watching films like Bridget Jones' Diary or The Notebook. I like The Notebook. It's a good film. Makes me cry. It's a good film. Okay, so some of you, or one of you, the person I'm connecting with, likes things like that. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for you. That one, okay. Lisa. Oh, okay. Someone is waiting on news. Someone is waiting on, excuse me. Interesting. Okay, so someone is waiting on something to be told, all right, or something to come to light that is either going to have them on the defensive or they're already on the defensive about. That sounds like Agatha Christie novel. Novel. Let's see. Let me get one more. Let's see what we've got going on here. That one. Someone is trying to make something happen. I'm going to have to get one more than that. Someone is trying to make something happen. Someone is... Really? That one? Okay. Because they are trying to move towards like a real... a job they're either mega passionate about or something very stable, something very grounded. But what have we got going on here? To be honest, if I didn't know different, right, and this is going to sound so fucking out there, it's unbelievable, but if I didn't know different, I would honestly say someone is waiting for something to be smuggled in. I know that sounds really bizarre, but I feel someone is waiting for something to be smuggled in, and someone is like guarding the keep, so to speak, and it's going to bring money. Whatever it is that's been smuggled in is going to bring money. Obviously, I'm not expecting any comments about this bit at all. But yeah, this is smuggling. Cigarettes, let me know. Cigarettes cost a fortune over here. Just email me. I won't tell a soul, I promise. Fingers crossed. Cigarettes cost an arm and a leg here. Someone is smuggling. I don't get when anyone says someone's smuggling. Someone is waiting to hear about something coming in from overseas that they have to sort of be a little bit quiet, a little on the defensive about, and someone's trying to make it happen and it brings tons of money. Yeah, someone's smuggling. Don't care. Don't care. No one can tell me any different. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay. Clarify the Captain Pugwash story for me, please. Seriously though, for cigarettes. Email me. Shall I tell you what smoke? I like L&M Blue. Oh, yeah, secrets. You smuggling. I don't care what anyone says, you big smuggler. Big smuggler. Bye. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. No, pay your taxes. No one over here likes our government anyway. including all of us that live here. This has been a long time operation. Anything else you want to tell us about this smuggling ring yours? Sure. Worst that can happen is it gets me shot. If you see me in the Sun newspaper tomorrow with a big hole here, it'll be because I've done this reading. That one, okay. Oh dear. It's got to be peeped hole somewhere, guys, because someone else has got involved. Oh. Okay. Someone else has got involved in this smuggling operation. I can't believe I'm saying this. Oh my god. Okay, this smuggling operation. Someone else has got involved in this. The reason I'm saying it's smuggling because I see no paperwork here to match anything. Okay. I see no paperwork here at all for it. Hang on, let me check the bottom of the deck. Yep, still no paperwork. So someone else has got involved here. Someone is trying to take a higher cut than they should. And someone's going to have to walk away. If I didn't know better because of the situation it is, I would say someone is pocketing cash. I don't have the theft card, but I do feel that someone has brought someone involved in it who shouldn't be involved in it. And now someone is going to have to walk away from this smuggling thing. I can't believe I could do it. It's going to have to start again. Someone's going to be really upset that this third party's. You know, I actually think you're going to get caught. I can't believe I'm doing this reading. This is so fucking wild. I actually feel you're going to have to get caught and you're going to have to start your whole business enterprise. This is so random. Yeah, you're going to have to start it again in a different way. There's been logic, okay? Logic is what has been running this business. Now, normally that works out quite well for business, but we need some, I think it was logic that ended up getting this other person, someone thinking they were more intelligent than they were, and they probably let something slip. And this is why it's come. I can't believe I'm sitting here talking about some sort of smuggling ring. But anyway, so random. Okay, but they, in thinking they were more intelligent than they were, they've let something slip, okay? And in letting something slip, this is ended up involving someone else, and now this person has got to walk away from it. And the thing is, someone feels very emotionally attached to this setup, okay? And maybe it was passed down from generation to generation, this smuggling ring. I just feel so stupid every time I say it, but I'm telling you, I swear to God, that is what I've got. That is what I've got. I'm not going to lie to you. That is what I've got. And it's going to have to be restarted again. And this time we're going to have to deal with not just the mental side of it. We need to deal with it on a more emotional level. Almost like someone needs to put a bit of love into it. I know that sounds really stupid. Yeah. We need to move forward with some love here. I feel there's some forgiveness that needs to go on as well. Well, I think this has got to be the most random reading I've ever done in my life. I'm nearly 50. I've never ever come across a smuggling ring in the middle of a tarot reading before. But yes, that's what it is. I keep looking, hoping it'll change. No. There's some sort of smuggling. Or bringing something into the country not 100% legitly. Might even involve some money laundering. Oh, dear God. Oh, watch out for the full moon as well. I think that might be when you get cold. Why am I advising you? Okay, I'm going to stop this one because this is... I could end up in prison just because I've done a tarot reading. This is ridiculous. I'm stopping this one. I'm sorry, whoever you are, Aries. I'm stopping that one. But I'm just going to stop completely now, I think. I'm guessing you don't want a romancing angel card, do you? I'll just cut the deck. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Hi, Mr. Smuggler. Or Mrs. Smuggler. Yeah, I'm going to end on that because that's just floored me completely. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and a cigarette. If you've enjoyed this reading, maybe not the last one, but if you've enjoyed this, please feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I will never ever forget this as long as I live. Of course, it could only happen with Aries. I'm going to blame Lisa because she's a crazy Aries woman. I love her, but she's not this Lisa. My friend Lisa. I'm just blaming her. Not that she's in the smuggling ring. Oh my God, no. But yeah, there's always something going on around her, and obviously, you know, yeah, I'm blaming her. Okay. This was all your fault. Okay, my darlings, I will catch up with you soon. I will be getting the generals out as quickly as I can. Okay, as some of you know, Joe normally does them with us, but unfortunately me and Joe can't get together at the moment. So I will be getting them out as soon as I can this week. I know it's late because we're already on the 9th of April, and I'm really, really sorry, but I have been having some voice issues. There's something going on with my throat. Okay, so I keep losing my voice, but I will do the best I can. And smuggling. Christ, never ever gonna forget it. Ever. Oh God, I hope I'm not dead in the water or in the newspaper tomorrow. Keep your fingers crossed for me, everyone. Lots of love. Speak to you soon. Bye.